Let's go over this. Clock has vibes, yeah. Kinesis, Tespia 12137 from today. Wow, the day of. Max working hard. I'm working hard. Okay, it's technically tomorrow because of. Shush. It's early. It's quick. It's fast. It's a hot off the presses. More skill changes. What is this? Another test of Repention released today, only a couple of days before the Avenger remaster and the job balancing official server hit. That's going to be on the 27th. Probably the 28th before we have everything translated, because that's going to be a whole lot. But we weren't expecting another twist in between now and then, but I guess it is. And there it is. This one contains a lot more numerical adjustments in addition to some structural and effect changes. And some red tornado jumpy things. Jump skill forwards. In this January 24 test update, we are making overall numerical adjustments and correcting errors that were sent in by players since the last update. First, for the numerical adjustments, we made adjustments up to 20% of jobs' existing combat performance, including the remastered adventures. Numbers were changed by comprehensively reviewing each job's combat performance, role and party play, control difficulty, and combat-related statistics from the official server. After the last update, many players shared their disappointment with the skill improvements. Oh, we apologize for presenting content that didn't meet players' expectations, both in quantity and quality. In the future, we will do our best to minimize players' inconvenience by continuously improving skills and gradually improving combat performance to reach levels that will satisfy users. Alright. All archers, guided arrow. The number of hits a limit when the skill is activated has been removed. This skill has been changed so that if the character does not perform any attacks, it will return to the character after a certain number of attacks. This skill description has been changed to be more accurate. Oh, so it just keeps attacking the whole time. And it's a toggle now, right? Okay, maybe it'll actually do a portion of the BA that's worth noticing. Sharp eyes. Ooh, is that a different... It looks like a different icon. Sharp eyes with the higher values between you and party members will now be applied. Good update for an 8-year-old skill. Sorry, not 8-year-old. When did this skill come out? 2009? 13-year-old skill? Good job. Better late than never. Pathfinder. Agent guidance. The passive final damage boost has been increased from 10% to 20%. Activation condition has been changed to be the same as before, where your final damage is increased every time the relic gauge is filled by 1,000. Final damage boost buff duration has been increased from 24 to 40 seconds, and you can no longer right-click to cancel the skill. Good. Shit, Pathfinder needs stuff. Ancient Astral Blast, the damage reduction while using the skill has been increased from 40 to 60%. Ooh, bigger frame. Nice. Oh, that's why my mom said it was still blue, because she was looking at this instead of the little thing in the corner. Yeah. So it was like, it's still blue. I was like, no. Look at the... Okay, Obsidian Barrier, the amount of required relic gauge to use this skill has been decreased from 500 to 300. Okay. More access to the utility, more final damage, and longer final damage buff. That all seems nice, and of course 40 seconds, syncing with Hard Lucid Phase 3. That's always a nice touch to see that. Soul Forge for Soulmaster now increases the final damage by 10%. Oh, cool. Just casually improving all of the damage on the character by 10%. At least you could no longer use Cross the Sticks for 1 second after this skill ends. Ooh, a whole second? I think they'll live. I think they will live to get 1 second of skill cooldown for a 10% final damage across their entire kit. I think they'll be fine. I think most people will take that trade. I'll take that trade on my arc, 2 times even. Throw it at me. Orbital Flame, the damage has been increased from 305 to 330%. Huge. No, this looks more like it's more huge. Max number of Phoenix Feathers you can have has been decreased from 15 to 10. Ooh. Preparation time for Phoenix Feather has been increased from 12 seconds to 18 seconds. The damage has been increased from 1,000% to 1,100. The attack interval has been decreased. Ooh. The number of hits has been increased from 7 to 8. It takes longer for every single feather now. I mean, they're kind of trying to do the same thing as with all the other skills, where if you have a key down skill, you get to do more damage, or you get to do more damage per second for a shorter duration, so that you don't like hang around for so long and are incapable of doing any other attacks in the same time. But I wonder if this was a good idea, to go from 12 to 18 seconds. I feel like it's better to keep this the same, lower this, and then just increase this to the extent that the 12 makes sense. Because the value now as well is that you can just pop it every now and then to do more DPM. But that's not going to be really as possible anymore because it's 50% longer for every... Yeah, use it less often but do more damage. I don't know. I feel like it takes away a little bit of the flexibility of when and how you want to do your damage. Now you get more railroaded into always needing to max stack it and always needing to full burst it. It lines up with 180 seconds for full. Yeah, I guess they're just expecting everyone to just full hold and just full send at 180, yeah. Yeah, but like if you're in a party with Kana and you're doing like 2-minute and 4-minute bursts, then you want to use it a little bit differently, right? But yeah. I mean, you can still use it for that, I guess, yeah. I'm sure it's fine. Fix an error where you could not link this skill with double jump. Windwalk. Oh, you're supposed to? Nice. Final damage boost from Bow Expert on Windbreaker has been increased from 25 to 35. Oh. I guess in preparation for fixing the Cygnus Knights, they're just giving them all 10% final damage to, you know, to keep them quiet until they get their rework. The tornado activated using 1 wind energy's damage has been increased. Well, this is not exactly 10% final damage. The other one is, but... Because this is additive 10% final damage. The other one is multiplicative, right? The tornado activated using 1 energy increased from 500 to 650. The tornado activated when 2 wind energy has been increased from 1200 to 1560. You can now right-click the skill to lock the feature where the skill slows down while hitting monsters. This skill will now continuously search for the boss monster with the highest maximum HP within range when the first targeted monster dies. Thank God. If it finds an enemy that meets the condition, it will track that enemy. Good. Okay. Where's the Phantom plus 60%? Phantom can no longer steal skills. Nexon, probably. Please no. Idle Whim. When the skill is used for the first time, the monster's search range has been increased by 260% in the forward direction, 225% in the upward direction, and 140% in the downward direction. Okay, so it's a full map attack now. Just say that. And energy damage has been increased from 1,000 to 1,100. Alright, well, if Wind Archers weren't already excited about anything that was coming, hopefully this gets them going a little bit more, huh? Nightwalker. The final damage boost has been increased from 15 to 20%. Ooh, only 5% for Nightwalkers. There's some other? No. Skill will not be cancelled when you use Cygnus Phalanx. However, it will not be cancelled by Cygnus Phalanx's attacks. This skill will now be cancelled when you use Ready to Die, Cygnus Blessing, and Shadow Bite. Huh. Shadow Bat's fixing issue where the client would sometimes shut down if the Shadow Bats could not find a target to attack. Sometimes shutting down. Not a combination of words you like to see in the description of a skill. Vision where the skill name was changed to Spirit Stars. Cringe. Striker. The logic where the next used skill was linked when the skill key was released has been changed so that it is linked when the skill key is pressed. The list of skills that are affected are the following. Almost all of them. Lightning Punch, Flash, Shark Sweep, Tidal Crash, Ascension, Thunder Gale, Annihilate, Thunderbolt, Typhoon, Descent of the Sea God, Shark Torpedo, and Lightning Spear Multi-Strike. Does anyone have the... wasn't Steve X3 the Aran 59 or something? What is his name again? Yeah, didn't he do a video on the new Thunderbreaker as well? Dude, he needs to fucking rebrand. Like, I get it, but he... oh my god, like... Chain Lightning? This one, right? He's just zooming. I mean, this is probably very non-ideal as well. Look at how fucking fast this is. Plus, this is 2 ranks of attack speed slower than it will be in GMS. XX 360 no scope XX, yeah. This is with a green pot and with your own... Wait, with booster? Oh, speed infusion is passive now, right? Yeah. Bruh. Wicked, yeah. You know what this kind of reminds me of, though? This kind of reminds me of being a beast tamer and holding down the cat dash thing. I think it actually might be so fast in GMS that you can't even wait, this isn't, yeah, this isn't GMS. It might even be so fast in GMS that it just like crashes your game because of how fast it is. Carpal tunnel incoming, yeah. The biggest thing already though for Thunderbreaker was if you're standing in one spot and you're like alternating between the skills. Well. Wait, is that canceling tidal wave with tidal wave? What is that? What? This is even dumber. What the fuck is this? Zoom, 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 zoom. No, he was doing, yeah. But that's if you don't hit anything, it's slower. If you hit something, you just like zoom in. I feel like you just put your skills on like QWER ASDF ZXCV and you just like kind of like just slam your fists on your fucking keyboard. Surf and turf? I guess so. Strike has been a special link logic that's different than other jobs is linking. Most linking logic links skills by cancelling the previous skill's action when you press the skill key down of the next skill to link. However, Thunderbreaker, skills would be linked when the next skill key was released. With the exception of Tidal Crash, which had a stop and reuse feature, which was added in September 17th, 2020 update, and it could be input with both the key down and key release. This link logic, wasn't a big problem before, but on January 18th update, the feature to cancel previously inputting skills using Tidal Crash was added, and this led to the error of Tidal Crash being used twice becoming more frequent. The following is a step-by-step explanation of the problem where Tidal Crash would be used twice in a situation where Annihilate, Thunderbolt, and Tidal Crash were pressed in order. Cast Annihilate by pressing the key down. Thunderbolt was key downed, but the skill key was not released, so it was not linked. Tidal Crash was key down, cancelling Annihilate and activating Tidal Crash. Release Thunderbolt's key, which was key down in 2, activating a linked Thunderbolt, and release Tidal Crash's key, which was key down in 3, cancelling Thunderbolt and activating Tidal Crash. Oh, we've got like layers of animation cancelling. Improvements was made to Tidal Crash in the January 18th update were meant to make the experience of using skills better, so we want to maintain them. In addition, generally the logic where skills are linked when the skill keys are pressed provides a smoother skill usage experience, and it would improve the issue where Tidal Crash is activated twice, so we have changed Thunderbreaker so that skills are linked when the skill keys are pressed instead of when they're let go. Jesus. Call off crashing as soon as you pop a 2x coupon? Hey. Good thing the game is still going. It's still alive and well, you know? Bruh. Bruh. Move, thank you. Oh yeah, we're doing a video. Sorry, uploading another video at the time. Gotta multitask, dude. Self-employed. small business owner memes. So Thunderbolt, the action delay has been decreased by about 4% and will now be linked faster than before. Faster than ever before. And Lightning Union, the final damage boost has been increased from 19 to 24%. Wait, so it was at 10%, right? So it went from 10 to 19 and now from 19 to 24. Thunderbreaker combo, press Tidal Crash 99 times, jump, Tidal Crash 99 times. Let me guess, is 99 the top? No, you probably can't even do 99 inputs before the game is like, yo, you need to move around and do something, bro, or I'm gonna stop. Mihail, Royal Guard, fixed an issue where you could not defend against falling objects while invincible. Why would you need to if you're invincible? The effect will now be output while invincible. Fixed an issue where if the cooldown was reset and the skill was used consecutively, it would not hit enemies. Oh, you can no longer use Royal Guard again during Royal Guard's action. Huh. Assault. No speeding ahead, chat. What is this? Patience. Soul Assault. The damage has been increased from 210 to 242. Deadly Charge damage has been increased from 600 to 660. And Soul Light Slash's damage has been increased from 800 to 880. And Light Force Raise damage has been increased from 1700 to 1870. So, I mean, that's a 20% damage increase on Soul Assault and a 10% damage increase on Deadly Charge and sort of Soul Light. So they're not quite getting 10% final damage like the other characters, but they're getting 10 or even more % increase on a bunch of important skills. So that's pretty huge. Aran, your stacked combo will no longer decrease when you are not attacking. Dude, this is a departure. This is the end of an era. I remember when Aran came out. Yes, old story. Old frog. I almost said the other word. I remember your combo would disappear so quickly. I think if you did not attack for 5 seconds, all of your combo just disappeared. The amount of ADHD you needed to like keep that character under control and like never lose a fucking beat. Oh man, that was something. But yeah, it seems that you will no longer lose combo at all if you don't attack. I think at this rate it drops very, very slowly, right? So at this point it's not even that big of a change. Adrenaline boost activate. The duration has been increased from 30 seconds to 300 seconds. What? So you could just use it whenever now. So it went from 20 seconds to 30, and now from 30 to 300. Typo? Question mark? Okay, so you could just go into adrenaline whenever now. No more needing to manage adrenaline whatsoever. Seems pretty broken. High Mastery just gets another 8% final damage. Okay, because Aran was very struggling apparently. Much very hard struggling. Just power creep the shit out of me, daddy. And then install Maha. The amount of combo increase when used has been decreased from 100 to 80. Oh no, I'm sure Arans are going to be in tears over that one after those other two changes. Duration has been decreased from 55 to 37 seconds. Let me guess, the cooldown is also going to be taken now. From 150 to 90 seconds. Well, whoop-de-freaking do. Now you can use it twice in 180 second. I'm sure they'll live. Sit 1,000 combo for 5 minutes. Yup. Okay, well, these are some... You know what this feels like? This feels like a bunch of players wrote the patch notes. They were like, yo, wouldn't it be really cool if we just made adrenaline boost, say for like 5 whole minutes? Oh yeah, let's fucking put that in there. Hell yeah. Hey, what if we gave Dawn Warrior just like 10% final damage out of nowhere? No, we should give 25. No. That'll be suspicious. Just do 10. Okay. Let's do 10. Like that's what these patch notes look like so far. Max, did somebody slip you like 15 bucks to put whatever the fuck in there to troll me when I'm doing this video? What's going on? These are like the weirdest patch notes I've read so far. Evan Teleport. When teleporting downward, you will no longer move to a place higher than where you are located. Okay, that seems like a pretty narrow amount of situations where that would happen. You now teleport even if the distance you can move is shorter than teleport's distance. Okay, in general, that's the worst thing about teleport is if it doesn't allow you to teleport because you're like obstructed closer than the range of it. That's really annoying, because if you can flash jump, you can just flash jump your face into a wall. It doesn't matter. But if you're pretty close to a wall and you can teleport, you have to move like away from the wall to teleport into it. It's pretty annoying. Return cooldown has been removed. Okay. Zodiac Ray damage has been increased from 800 to 980. Okay. That's more than 20% final damage on that skill. That's our biggest burst skill. Like, what? Okay. Imperial Breath damage has been increased from 1,000 to 1,050. Okay, and then that's a 5% increase, which... But, okay. Cool. Evan bursts are cool. True. Luminous, light transforming. You can now use light transforming up to 2 times after light leap while in equilibrium mode. Wait, I thought that was already the case. You can now teleport even if the distance you can move is shorter than light transforming's distance. Oh, was it 1 time before the leap and 1 time after? And now it's up to 2 times after? Just even more hopping around? Okay. Light transforming boost, a new on-off skill that increases light transforming's horizontal distance by 65. Okay. Light Shadow Guard distance boost has been removed. Okay, so they moved it to a different skill with the toggle. Sure. Reflection, 10% final damage increase. Apocalypse, 10% final damage increase. Absolute Kill, so that's Ender. 10% final damage increase. Dark Light Mastery, what? 40% final damage? What? You can use light transforming continuously in the same direction while in equilibrium mode. Okay. Door of Truth, the damage has been increased from 500% to 600%, just 20% final damage increase. Damage when attacking one enemy has been increased from 750 to 900, also 20% increase. Nice. Punishing Resonator. What is this called again? Ether Conduit, right? The damage in Sunfire mode has been increased from 700 to 840. Eclipse is 500 to 600. And dude, this is like 20% final damage on your 5th job skills increased. And 10% on like all of your important skills. Just okay, if it said that Lumi got 10% final damage increase, that would have been worse than what this is. This is more. Baptism of Light and Darkness damage increase from 750 to 900. Also 20% final. Just the 20% final damage on all of your 5th jobs except for this one. The orb effect output and the passive effect activates in equilibrium mode has been changed. Fixing an issue where equilibrium skills would activate the passive effect in Sunfire and Eclipse modes. Oh, so that's a little bit of a nerf? But this is... Oh my god, this looks like a lot of damage increase for Lumi. Holy shit. Okay, Mercedes. Upward jumps are awkward when used in the upward direction. Well, yeah, it would be. Ignis Roar. Passive final damage is increased from 15 to 25%. Cool. Bishar's Ring damage has been increased by about 10% final damage. On top of the 10% final damage on Ignis Roar. Nice. Elven Blessing skill now passively increases final damage by 5%. Is this still... You get final damage. You get final... Everyone gets final damage. DA still not top 40? Yeah, because everyone above it is getting more final damage. Duration has been increased from 80 seconds to 120 seconds. Cooldown has been increased from 120 seconds to 180 seconds. Okay, so they're moving more and more of that stuff to the 180 though. We're seeing that happen a lot, or at least synchronizing with 180, taking it to 90 seconds like with the Aran skill. Okay, Elemental Ghost. Duration has been increased from 65 seconds to 85 seconds, and cooldown increased from 150 to 180. Oh, they're throwing all of the Mercedes stuff here. Duration decreased from 37 to 23, and decreased from 120 to 90 seconds. Irkala's Breath. Maximum key down duration has been increased from 4 seconds to 6. Oh, an increase in the key down. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. The attack interval has been decreased, and the damage has been decreased from 900 to 800. A cooldown increased from 120 to 180. Okay. What they're really saying, like, okay, you have to use this every 90 and this every 180. Like, you have to build around the 180 now, which, you know, means... Honestly, if we're being totally honest, this means that when the skill changes go through, Kana's Domain needs a nerf. Because if everything is getting scaled up to perfectly synchronize with the 180 seconds, if Kana's Domain stays the same, then the amount of power creep that comes up in GMS on top of that is fucking disgusting. Royal Knight's damage has been increased from 650 to 725 and increased the cooldown from 120 to 180. Oh, okay. That's a bit of a rip. Phantom Judgment. Darksight will no longer be cancelled when Judgment is used. Swift Phantom fixed an issue where the effect was awkward when used in the upward direction. Okay, that's the same as the Mercedes. Ripray fixed an issue where Darksight was not cancelled by the... Wow, huge changes for Phantom. Continuing on with Shade. Awkward up jump. Knuckle Mastery, 5% final damage. Spirit Bond Maximum fixed an issue where... Phantom's Spirit Frenzy final damage boost effect would disappear if the Guardian Spirit's cast Spirit Frenzy ended. Oh, I think somebody mentioned that before. From a Mizzo and Black Cubes, now I'm damn broke. If only I can use my Lakers salary in this. All demons. Demon Jump. The high jump command has been changed to be the same as the official server when the command is locked. Okay. Demon Slayer. Dark Thrust is no longer garbage. Fixation issue where there was a delay if you use Demon Jump after Dark Thrust. Okay, so the huge delay after Dark Thrust is normal. Concentration. Final damage boost has been increased from 25 to 30. Blue Blood. This skill has been changed into an on-off skill. Demon... Wait, what? A what? I mean, I guess that makes it really fucking brain dead for everyone now. I guess with the changes that they made, they essentially made it a 100% uptime skill. So at that point, might as well make it a toggle and just take the kind of annoying nature of it just out of it. And Blue Blood is what? I mean, it's essentially a 100% damage Shadow Partner. It's too lit. Yeah, is it too lit now? Demon Bane, the attack activated when the keydown ends damage has been increased from 1300 to 1560, and invincibility duration after using the skill has been increased from 7 to 8 seconds. Sure. This seems perfectly fine. Blue Blood is broken? Yeah. Me as a DS main, smiley face. Okay. Where's my Blue Blood on the DA? Demon Avenger, overwhelming power. The skill now increases final damage by 15%. Huh? Huh? Is it Christmas? It's motherfucking Christmas. Yeah, maybe 50%. This is a good start. Don't get me wrong. 15% final damage is out of nowhere. Shield chasing. Issue where certain shields did not prioritize hitting the boss monster with the highest HP. I think in the last notification they already said that they were changing some of this, right? The skill description has been updated to include the information about prioritizing boss monsters. Actually, has been decreased by 33%. That's pretty big as well. You know what I want? I only want one extra thing for shields, okay? And that is a built-in... For the shields, a built-in 10% chance of skipping cooldown. Only for that skill. Just for the one-off chance where I just get to hold down the skill and see 300 shields on my screen. You know? I want to just be able to see that just one time every 3 weeks or something. Make shields a toggle skill. DA change. Hang on, let me read the last one. Oh, dude, all of it is changing. Demon Frenzy. The Demon Blood's attack cycle has been decreased. Okay, the Demon Blood's damage has been decreased from 1800 to 765. Okay, it's probably better to have it like continuously do damage, but faster, rather than to do like huge damage, but on bigger intervals. That usually sucks. You want it to be more constant and reliable. Number of crits have been increased from 2-0 to 3. The Demon Blood's effect has been changed to be output more intensely. Ooh, I like that. Intense blood, yes. Fixed an issue where the Demon Blood effect was not visible to other characters. No, that's probably fine. You probably don't want other people to see it. Fixed an issue where monsters did not disappear for other characters when they were defeated with Demon Blood. Huh. Blood Feast, or Demonic Blast. HP consumption has been decreased from 10% maximum HP to 3. Okay. Damage has been increased from 1300 to 1450. Okay. The number of hits has been increased from 9 to 12. Okay. HP recovery has been increased from 20 to 25. Okay. And the skill description has been updated to reduction damage taken during the action. Fix an issue where the skill would attack twice if used while gliding. Okay, that's probably good that they fixed that. That's a whole bunch of tweaks upwards. I'll take that. Fix an issue where the remaining stored rage stacks were not displayed properly if you change channels after using the skill. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. What is this visual? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Turn it on, baby. Turn it on, babby. Alright. Helicopter, helicopter. Ah, yes. Out with the Lord of the Deep. In with the Lord of the Deeps. Hell yeah. Yeah, that had no purpose to do that. Toggle the blast. Use the blast. Do it. Show me blast. Or attempt to animation cancel. Deepman Adventure. Oh. Dude, that was a fast blast. Did you see that? D gets to recycle old buck. Well, it was either that or turn us into, or steal the skills back from Adele, right? Oof. Imagine even trying to use Lunar Slash at this point. I mean, this does mean that you basically... Oh, well, you can use both at the same time, I guess. But that means basically that you're going to be prioritizing your skill nodes over your boost nodes in the same way that as a Buccaneer you would prioritize Lord of the Deep over your boost nodes when you're bossing. Just give DA Blue Blood too, honestly. I wonder if they did something crazy like that on a test server, if they would really see that a class is like now like number 2 DPS out of nowhere. Or if the class is still only like just above average in some situations, and then maybe like a little bit broken in one, and then still not very good in some others. That'd be interesting to see, honestly. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. This is why we keep the DA on the low, okay? And also, how come I only have gotten 1 armor on my Demon Avenger in 3 years? Okay. Battle Mage, teleport boosts, toggle just like Lumi. Battle Mastery, final damage boost have increased from 15 to 25. Nerf stimulation, teleport versus distance boost have been removed, and it's been added to... Oh, just to this, okay. Finishing blow, the forward attack range has been increased by about 20%. I think Battle Mage is still the closest range character in the entire game, right? So giving them a little bit more range is probably a good thing. DA now has... Yes! It's been 5 years, but Demon Avenger seems like it will finally have a 5th job. Okay, good shit. Wild Hunter. There was no sound effect when used in the upward direction. Cringe. Fixed an issue where the distance moved was shortened. The action delay has been decreased by about 10%. Beast form, 10% final damage. Dude, Wild Hunters were not happy with the last one, right? What are they getting this time? Wild Falcon type P. This skill is no longer affected by attack speed increases. The action delay has been decreased by about 35%. And when the skill hits an enemy, additional grenades will be fired. This skill now has 120% points increased damage when attacking regular monsters, and fix an issue where the client would shut down if the skill was used while decent combat orders or combat orders was applied. That last part probably pretty good change. The other parts, I guess we'll have to wait and see for the performance change. Drill Container. Drill Container's damage boost to Wild Vulcan when attacking regular monsters will now apply to Wild Vulcan P as well. Okay. This skill will now apply to Wild Vulcan P, Wild Vulcan P. Oh, okay, so all of this stuff is gonna include... Okay, because I thought the damage was a little bit underperforming, but all of this wasn't... Okay, wasn't activating. Juggernaut Maximum, the damage and cooldown have been changed back to be the same as the official server. Okay, yeah, I guess because the 100 people weren't super happy about this one, right? Although, I think this was a fine change. They decreased the cooldown, but decreased the duration of the iframe. I mean, Beasttamer got the same stuff. I think everyone here will agree. What would you rather have? A 3-minute cooldown, 20-second iframe, or a 90-second cooldown, 10-second iframe? Like, you always go for the second one, no? It's so much more reliable. You get to... Like, 10 seconds is already fucking plenty for an iframe. Yeah, it might depend on the boss, but I would always go for... Like, if the question is, or do you want a 45-second, 4-second iframe? Or 5-second iframe? Now you could be like, well, I would probably still take that. But if you want a 22-second cooldown, 2.5-second iframe? It's not, like, infinitely, like, regressive, I think. But there is... I would take a 45-second, 5-second iframe, dude. Hell yeah. Give me that shit. Because 5 seconds is plenty. You can do a lot in 5 seconds. And you have short as fuck uptime? Hell yeah. Cooldown? You got the iframe by... Cooldown by 180 seconds. Also, long iframe for BT is also... Is for burst, not for defense. Exactly, yeah. So as long as it's long enough to commit most of your burst, then you're good, right? But is that kind of what the Beast Tamers wanted? They wanted the longer iframe with the longer cooldown so that they could perform more of their burst in peace and confirm way more damage? If that's the case, then that's probably fine. Oh, it was desyncing them? Oh, I thought they were trying to sync. Okay, if it desynced with their burst, then that makes more sense. Okay, sure. Mechanic. Jet booster fixed an issue where the effect was not output. It used the upper direction, not riding the metal armor. You can now use the skill key to move in the upward direction. Sure. You can now right-click the skill to lock the feature where party members can use the portals. Ah, okay, they're bringing it back. They're bringing it back, chat. Party members can go through the portals again. Whew. Mechanics rejoice. Keep the value. Overtuning. The final damage boost has been increased from 20 to 25. Homing missile fixed an issue where certain missiles did not prioritize hitting the boss monsters with the highest HP. Missiles will now only prioritize the boss monsters with the highest HP while in tank mode. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Xenon. Multilateral Vi? 6. This skill now increases final damage by 15%. Xenon? Pause champ? It's nice to see, though, that they definitely know that Xenons and Demon Avengers need the most help. I mean, it's good to see that finally... They're finally learning. They're just getting a flat 15% final damage. Or not flat, but like multiplicative. You can now use Overload mode and active skills from the Seed special rings, including ring activation, while casting the Mega Smasher. Oh. Okay, that's kind of useful. It matches the Maple Goddess? Yeah. And then for GMS it's great because it matches domain. Blaster, please give some good changes. Shockwave Punch, the double fang damage boost has been increased from 140% points to 180. Flash Move, the Magnum Punch damage boost increased from 160% points to 205. Okay, that doesn't... What does percent point mean? If you're going from 100% damage to 105, then you increased... sorry, that's a bad example. Okay, if you have 200% damage, and you go from 200% damage to 210%, then... some people might say you gain 10% damage, but that's technically not true. What you gained was 10 percentage points, right? So it's basically additive from 200 to 210. 10 percentage points were added. If you gained 10% damage at 200, then that would gain you 10% of the 200, so you would go to 220, right? So it's always depending on what you take a percentage of. So if they say percentage points, it's just an additive flat amount on top of it, so that it's more clear when something is a percentage and when it's a percentage point. They started making that distinction a while ago. Of course, in pure Nexon fashion, they have made that distinction very clear for some things, and for other things it's still kind of up in the air, and it might not be 100% correct. So 15% increase would be 200 to 230, yeah. But a 15 percentage point increase would be 200 to 215. Kaiser, double leap, fix an issue with an awkward effect or use in the upward direction. It seems that a lot of these up jumps were awkward, or the sound effects weren't working. Catalyze, the final damage boost increased from 20% to 32%. Okay. Final configuration, you can now teleport even if the distance you can move is shorter than... Okay. Will of Swords Strike fixed an issue where certain swords did not prioritize hitting the boss monster with the highest HP. Certain swords. The third sword from the right was like, nah, fuck this shit. I hate that guy. I'm going for that guy there in particular. Your skill does 375% damage and you add to 100% points, it goes to 475. Exactly. And if you had 10%, it goes to 412.5. Cain changes. Okay, holy. No wonder Smidley was hot for teacher on this one. Shadow Swift. Fixed an issue where there was no sound. Okay, nobody cares. Shaft Break. The arrow damage has been increased from 180 to 184. Massive. The arrow damage on Possess Shaft Break, not a good skill name, has been increased from 180% to 184%. Explosion has been increased from 220 to 224. Why even mention this? It's less than 2% damage. Okay, whatever. Advanced Death Blessing. The Death Blessing damage boost has been increased from 1135 percent points to 163. Now, I may not be a mathematician, but I think there's an extra 1 here. Because I don't think that going from 1,135 to 163 is an increase. I'm going to go ahead and guess that this is supposed to be 135 and it goes to 163. 1,163. I think the extra 1 makes more sense than it was 1,163 percent point increase on a damage boost. No, that seems like pretty fucking massive. I think this 1 is extra. That would make more sense to me. But maybe it's the other way around. Maybe I'm wrong there. The damage increase on Falling Dust from 410 to 462. Damage increase on Possessed Falling Dust from 420 to 462. This is all 10% increase, 10% increase, 10% increase, 10% increase, 10% final damage increase, right? 10%. Damage increase 250, 275. Poison Heals. This is the longest description of a skill in humankind. Scardor. Damage boost has been increased from 100 to 134. Oh, this looks like 33% increase to the buff at least, for all of these. And 25% here. Pretty massive. A lot of numbers. Lots of numbers going on. Basically, all of the skills stronger. All of the skills more stronger is what this says. You know, I'll translate for you guys. Max really grinding. Damage increase 10% on Chasing Shot. And 43. Jesus. Almost 30% damage increase on Sneaky Sniping. And Possess, Execute, Sneaky Sniping damage increased by 10% as well. Why did they not just give Cain a 10% final damage increase? I think they wanted to specifically increase mostly their mobbing. The very strongest bossing skills are not in here. It's mostly the mobbing skills. So I think they think their 5th job and that their bossing capabilities are fine, but they just wanted to increase their mobbing capabilities. And if you just flat out give someone 10% final damage, it's easier to apply for sure, but you might be touching on the wrong... You might be tweaking the wrong things. So if anything, I like that they're doing this way more, even though it's way more wordy and way more stuff to go through, but it shows that they're trying to specifically target certain aspects of the boss rather than of the class, rather than just saying like just slapping a band-aid on and be like, here we go, you'll be fine, you know. Kadena, shift fixed an issue where there was no sound effect and you looked way too cute. Okay. Weapon variety 3, the cutting speed has been increased from 120% points to 170. Brick damage increase by a little bit more than 10%. Summon Beating Needlebat. Nice. The first hit's damage has been increased from 450 to 490. Second hit's been 555 to 610. And third one from 715 to 790. So basically 10% final damage on these as well. Chain Arts fixed an issue where the damage was decreased. And Chain Arts Stuff Hustle fixed an issue where weapon variety's duration was applied to 40 seconds when used. 40 seconds? Wait, how much was it supposed to be? Probably not 40. That sounds like a lot. But if you guys didn't see in the last one, they made it so that if you hit... So right now, the only way to like max stack instantly on a Kadena is by using the bind. But they changed it so that also Chain Arts, this one, if you hit a boss with it or hit anything with it, it instantly takes you to max stacks. But apparently it gives you 40 seconds of that, which I think is a little bit longer than intended, so... Just give the mobbing skills the damage against normal monsters plus 20% treatment. That's something they could do, yeah. Although you do use the non-execute skills in bossing so far. Yeah, it might be that they still wanted the bossing to do like a little bit better, but not specifically the 5th job ones, yeah. Magical Shift, Angelic Buster, Awkward, Sound Effects, same thing, okay. Soulseeker, expect the skill now prioritize the boss with the max HP. It's still so, like, scary that so many skills weren't already doing that. But okay. Soul Resonance, action delay at the end of it is decreased by 55%. Okay, I remember the end delay being pretty bad on this. That sounds pretty good. The passive final damage boost on Trinity has been increased from 10 to 25. When the first hit is used separately, the action delay has been decreased by about 23%. When the second is used separately, the action delay has been decreased by about 33%, and the third hit's action delay has been decreased by about 6%. Fixed an issue where the Trinity buff would be removed after the third hit ended. That seems like some... It seems like some good shit. Especially this one. Final damage, hit him up. 0. Where's Nate? He's sleeping. Fix an issue where you could not change channels after burst step. Cringe. Final damage boost on the 2 swords from 5% each to 10% each. Fix an issue where the attack speed was slowed on rolling curve, rolling assault. Okay. Let me break fix an issue where the slow effect was not fix an issue where the end attack's damage was higher than the skill description if you ended the skill by reusing it. Oh. And the attack range of the attack activated by reusing the skill has been increased on Shadow Flash. Alright. Alright, so mainly a little bit of quality of life and just some final damage tweaks. Laser and Shade, you get big nerfs disguised as a boss. Yeah. LGS comes in even more brain dead and give more final damage too. Easy clap. Kinesis Awakening, final damage boost increased from 30 to 40. You know, give him the full Lara. Hell yeah. Psychic Rain fixing instrument skill would only attack for a certain part of the duration. Oh, okay. Illium. Okay, they're giving everyone just a toggle to increase the duration. I think that's fine because probably in some situations people kind of like the current duration of the teleports and they've gotten accustomed to it. But giving someone the ability to choose whether they want long teleports or short teleports in certain boss fights, it's probably better, you know, just more flexible. So I like this change. These got 12% final damage with decent combat orders. No, not a 12% final damage increase. Because if you go from 30 to 40%, that's not a 10% final damage increase. That is a... fuck. Because this is a final damage source. This is like IED, right? If you get 40 IED instead of 30 IED, you don't gain 10% IED. It's like... fuck, dude. Is it like a 7% final damage increase or something like that? I mean... Over 4 by 3, 7.69. There you go. Yeah, because multiplicative and all that shit. So like, if somebody gains, that's why I get so pogged out when I see the 15% final damage increase on DA and on Xenon, because that's 15% final damage. If someone's final damage goes from plus 80% to plus 85%, that's not even a 5% final damage, right? That's 5% of the 80, so that's 1/16. So that's like a... But then cut in half, because it's a bonus. 1/8, 1/6... Jesus Christ. Maths. But, you know, bottom line, that's like 3%, right? Or is it like... Whatever. Like... Right? That's a huge difference. Is including decent combat orders too. It usually looks at max level of the skill. So, normal max level that you can level it to, yeah. Destiny Fisher Crystal Portal Distance Boost has been removed. Yeah, they just moved it there. Glory Wings fixed an issue where you couldn't use ring activation while activating the skill. The time where you can activate Glory Wings after the crystal has been fully charged has been increased from 20 to 300. Okay, Arans. Illiums. Final damage boost has been increased from 35 to 40. Yeah, so this is probably the smallest increase from everyone that we've seen so far, right? 35 to 40. You might get 1% final damage more with combat orders. True. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Arliums. Yeah, but a little bit of final damage nonetheless. Plus, you know, huge glory wings, quality of life. Lara. Ooh, some Lara stuff. Dragon rate absorption increased from 500 to 550. So these are percentages, right? Now percentage points. Nature Master damage boost has been increased from 128% points to 295. Okay. Swell. A lot of increases. Definitely Lara needing a lot of damage. Still left with 200% stats. The enhanced spirit sprinkle damage has been decreased from 325 to 306. A nerf? This is Geomancer Mountain Kid's damage boost has been increased from 128% points to 179. When attacking bosses from 160 to 222, and the damage boost has been increased from 170. Okay, just a lot of tweaks. Adventurer Remaster. Oh god, we got to the adventurers, chat. Combo effect has been changed to this. Okay. Okay. Flash Slash, fixing an issue where sometimes you would fall, be a little platform, sure. R-Blade, fixing an issue where the icon was awkward when hovering over it. Scouring Sword, fixing an issue where the icon was awkward. Enhanced Raging Blow's forward attack range has been slightly increased, okay. The cooldown has been decreased from 8 to 7 seconds on a sizing, and the action delay has been slightly decreased. Advanced final attack bonus chance fixed an issue where the icon showed the wrong number. Okay. So slight tweaks, but not too much changing with these. It feels like they're getting closer and closer to where they want the hero to be. Paladin, the Divine Stigma, nice. Enhanced Divine Charges horizontal range has been slightly increased. Fixed an issue where the number of personal shields was consumed, even for types of hits that could not be defended against. Oh, well, that's probably a good change then. Divine Judgment fixed an issue where the client would shut down if the skill activated repeatedly on multiple enemies. Yikes. Blessed Hammers. The passive effect's attack effect has been removed. The active effect's number of hits has been increased from 3 to 4. Fixed an issue in Legion Raid where certain skills were not used. I wonder... As a paladin, I think across the board this is probably still fine. Because like the stronger you get, do you really get anything out of the passive effect of the little babby hammers? I wonder how impactful those actually are. I think you'd rather do actual fucking damage while you're bursting, no? Booba Jenny, thank you for the prime. I mean, Bofa Jenny. I mean, Boba Jenny. What's up? Thank you for the 14. How you doing? How was your evening so far? You streaming later? Beholder. Wait, Beholder? Did you mean Dark Knight? Wait, I think he actually beholdered. I'm like, Beholder? That's not a class. Wait, did they rename Dark Knight to Beholder? Class rename? Pause champ? Why does Scardor call you Booba Jenny? Well, next time you go live, you put on like a very loose-fitting sweater, and then you put some like, what's a pomegranate? What's a proper like a grapefruit? You put some grapefruits in there, and you're like, you guys don't know, but this whole time you're not streaming tonight. I was supposed to go live yesterday, but I felt sick. Oh, okay. Hope you feel better. Hope you feel better today. Well, if you feel better today, you could still do that. Dark Knight or Beholder. Reduce cooldown to 1 second. Make it a toggle. You can now press the skill key while Beholder is summoned to cancel it. Fix an issue where if you change to another job while Beholder was summoned, it would not be cancelled. Damn! You could keep a Beholder as a Paladin for like 2 minutes? Crazy. Dark Impale, the lower attack range has been slightly increased. Fix an issue in Legion Raid where skills that didn't match the job advancement were used. Oh, crazy. Petition for Dao to put grapefruits on. Oh. Well, I don't have any. Shows get a 3-day ban. No, those are bananas. Don't worry, at TwitchCon I'll show you the grapefruits, Jenny. Just use padding? Yeah, well, that's what I meant. Whatever. All magicians. Not too much going on with Dark Knight, I guess. All magicians. Fix an issue where if you were hit by an attack that included a status effect while you were descending slowly, the descent would be cancelled. Descent being cancelled, meaning you would float in the air forever? Now that's some broken shit. Perma-float? Teleport, you can now teleport even if the distance moves shorter than teleport distance. Thank God. This is such a huge quality of life, honestly. Finally, you're joining the master race of flash jumps where you can just smash your head against the side of the map, even if, you know, even if we have a further distance. This is the start of characters making platforms. It's happening. It's happening. Fire poison. The skill description will include more detail about each attack's element. Fix an issue where the attacks were not the poison element on the poison region. Okay. Fix an issue where there was an awkward effect when teleporting to the character's location. You will no longer be considered as attacking when fire aura attacks. Thank God. Okay, but very, very small tweaks for fire poison. Okay. Ice lightning. Oh, big old changes. I guess that's where we have the other Steve video, right? Can someone link the other Ice Lightning Steve video? The skill descriptions have been updated to include more detail about each attack's element. Thunder Spear skill's damage is now increased by 170% points when attacking regular monsters. Chain Lightning, the damage has been increased from 185 to 200. The chain logic has been improved and the vertical chain range has been increased. Okay. In the last January 18th test world, we significantly increased Chain Lightning's forward chain range and chain range after hitting a monster, but we still received many comments about the inconvenience when using it. Therefore, in this update, we want to improve Chain Lightning's usability by changing two parts of its logic. First, the range when searching for monsters to chain to from the initial cast location has been greatly increased. Okay. With this change, we have alleviated the difference between reflection and it's actually just reflect at this point. Wait, no, that's not what it says. The frustrating issue where the skill would not chain even though there was a nearby monster that it would chain to. Could chain to. Second, the reference point for searching for the next chain monster has been changed from the bottom of the monster to the center of the monster. In the past, when we set the chain range, Jesus. Max has been going hard, but the spelling has suffered a little bit. But you could do it, Max, believe me. To be based on the bottom of the monster, that was a problem where it chained relatively well downwards, but not upwards. This is a reflect all over again. With this change, Chain Lightning has been improved so that it chains equally well both upwards and downwards. Okay. In addition, since we changed the search logic, we have also significantly increased the vertical chain range so that players were used to the existing downward chain range do not feel any discomfort. Wowie. Poggers, is that the one? Is the guy hidden with 16 ends, the guy who finds the video for me? Oh, it is. Good man, thank you. He doesn't use Google Translate? No, that's a good shit. If you need a nerd to spell check, right here. Spell check nerd at your service. I mean, maybe this is. Maybe maybe Max rewatches these to hear where all the spelling mistakes are, because I cannot let them go for the life of me. It's a huge character flaw, I know. But there's some use to it somewhere, trust. Is Korea so kind to their players? Because they're actually willing to pick up and leave and go play another MMO. If you actually push them too far. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Elkeen's fixed an issue where there was an awkward effect, just like the other one. Ice Aura fixed an issue where you hovered over the quick slide icon while the vortex was in cooldown. The description, other than Ice Aura, would be displayed. The skill description has been changed to be more accurate. Cool. The final damage reduction when multiple lightning strikes hit has been decreased from 20% to 15%. Nice. Thunderbreak means. Okay, what does this mean to the actual skill effect? Wow. Bouncing around, bouncing. Oh, it's not going down. It's still not going down. Because the elite is too big, so the hitbox might be a bit too high. Like, I see that, like, he's hitting this here, but it's not bouncing down from here still. I think it's because the middle of the elite is still a little bit too high. If this was a normal monster, I think it would bounce down. Because there are monsters here, but they're not getting targeted when he's hitting this and this. That's still not perfect, I think. Although it is bouncing up better. You see, bouncing upward, it's bouncing all the way to this one now. Because of the platforms. If he stands on the top here and hits here and then the middle, does the middle bounce all the way down? That's the one I want to see. He's just attacking from the bottom now. Oh, here's on top. Go back. No, yeah. This one doesn't work. We've established that. Oh, the general hitbox hitting that one is also pretty sexy. But it doesn't bounce. It doesn't even bounce to this one. Wait, that's so weird. This attack doesn't bounce to that guy right next to it? Look at how close this guy is. Okay, I want to see him go up on the top left and then try to chain light down. Not have this elite guy down here and see if this chain lights all the way down. Remember to go into dark mode for people with light sensitive eyes? Is it really that bad? You did when you changed the music? God damn it. What time? Well, I can't be bothered to go find it now. You guys probably saw it. Okay. Bishop. Skill description. 104. God damn it. Ah, it does bounce all the way down. Good shit. Okay. Do 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 do. Troll face? No, it was there. Triumph Feather. Fix an issue where the skill could not be triggered in the up and out buff. Fix an issue where the skill was awkward. Effect when teleporting to a character's location. Vengeance of Angels. You're making that up? Well, you got lucky. Fix sure where there was a delay if you used another skill immediately after casting. At January 18th, it says we received a lot of comments that there was an error where skills were linked smoothly in a way that was different from the official server. This issue occurred because in the update we restored Vengeance of Angels' existing logic from before the remaster, which ignored the delay for skills that were used after Angel Ray and Teleport. Restored logic on the 18th because we did not intend to eliminate the smooth link experience between the existing Angel Ray and Teleport, and after remaster, Vengeance of Angels skill restrictions were removed and players felt that using more skills was smoother than before. There's an improvement to making Bishop's skill usage experience better, so we will keep it without any additional changes. Where we found that there was a delay in the next skill used immediately after Vengeance of Angels, so we have improved this problem as well. Huh. Yeah, don't you in general just have like turn down the light in general from your screen? Because I imagine that like a lot of stuff will fuck with your eyes then, right? Isn't the main thing to turn down or turn down the contrast or something on your monitor to make sure that everything gets a little bit dulled when it comes in? Preferably, yeah, the I mean, I could do it if I get that request from like a lot more people, but I just prefer having things in light mode so I can actually read it. In dark mode, I just get super fucking depressed. If I was sitting in like a dark room, I would put everything in dark mode because then the light would be like beaming into my face. But I sit in a light room with like a light screen, so I think in general that's supposed to be better for your eyes too. But yeah, I guess if you have a condition like that, it would be annoying. But again, yeah, I think turning the general brightness down is probably better. The issue occurred. Okay, wait, no, we read all of this already. Cool. Ice Landing just getting buffed every patch. Is it reflection level now? It seems like it's still not quite reflection, but it seems like it's getting closer and closer. Bowmaster. Arrow platter to install the arrow platter's duration will now be displayed as a buff icon. Okay, cool. Fix an issue where sometimes a skill would not prioritize attacking the boss monster with the highest HP. Cringe. Quiver Flow, the teleport cooldown has been decreased from 3 seconds to 2. Fix an issue where you could use that skill on maps that blocked movement skills. You can no longer use the skill in Spirit Savior and Dream Breaker. Oh, Brightness, yeah, Brightness would be the one, yeah, true. No longer use the skill in Spirit Savior and Dream Defender. Cringe. But you could still use it in Hungry Mudos. You can teleport to the middle. Speed it up, nice. The skill description has been changed to be more accurate. Dodge now increases the max HP by 40%. I mean, I guess that could be useful for mobbing early on, so that with your lifesteal arrows, any kind of early game squishiness is completely gone. Maybe? The skill description has been updated to include that it prioritizes hitting monsters with the highest HP. Advanced Quiver will now increases final damage by 6%. And Quiver Full Burst fixes an issue where sometimes certain attacks would fail. Oh. After January 18 update, we received many comments and checked the issue where certain attacks would fail when using Quiver Full Burst with other skills. In this test world update, we have identified some of the causes and alleviated the issue, but we'll continue to review and fix it. Okay, gotcha. And then fix an issue in the Legion raid where certain skills were not used. Do you think this doesn't matter at all for the damage output, right? Like the damage output is still like a certain number based on, you know, the damage per second based on their raid power, right? It's just purely a visual thing. I mean, we have everything set to invisible anyway, so I don't think this is going to do much, but... Oh, someone is trying to set up a, what boss? Easy Lucid or Normal Lucid run in channel 13. People are looking in the chat if you want to join them. The cooldown has been removed for Arrow Illusion, fixed an issue where enemies would fall below the platform if they were pulled to the location where Arrow Illusion was installed. Yikes. Damage increase on Piercing 2. I am already at Sniper now. What happened? Oh, I skipped one. Oh yeah, the same changes, yeah. And the HP change. Okay, this is like the same changes. But the cooldown removed on Arrow Illusion. That's actually kind of cool, because it's a really weird thing to manage at this point. So just letting people reset it whenever is probably a better thing. Just a little bit of quality of life improvement there. So piercing damage increased. Enhanced piercing skill has been improved so that it can hit enemies when they are very close. Okay, I think they did that on another 1 or 2 skills on the last one, so I guess they got similar feedback. Sniping and hunt sniping, the attack range has been slightly increased, and bullseye, the cast action delay has been decreased. Okay, so mostly quality of life stuff and slight damage tweaks on this one. Okay. All Thieves, Shadow Partner, the effect will no longer be output in the cash shop. Aww. How's raid power calculated? Levels and Star Force. Range, no range. Just level and Star Force, that's it. God, there's a... I don't know if Seth is here. Sethy Boy has like a whole thing on it. I didn't make it into a... into command yet. But there's like cutoffs where the Star Force gets more valuable, and whereas like there's like sweet spots on where you want to get your Star Force, but you typically don't even want to worry about how much Star Force your characters have until your character is at least 200. Up in that point, just grind out levels. You know, and if you're at 8k and you want to min-max, then you want to look at your Star Force, go for like 120 or then for 180. Beyond 180, I'm not exactly sure again how it works. It's something like 180, 250, 260, 280 or something. I don't remember exactly. Up to 420. 420 blaze it. Night Lord. Shadow Leap. You will no longer become in combat after using the skill. You can now only use Shadow Rush while you have a claw equipped. Ooh. And fix an issue where sometimes the dark side would not be applied. I see. Dark Flare skill has been improved so that the giant shuriken attacks while you are in dark side. Showdown Challenge. The Dark Shuriken's damage has been decreased from 70% to 24%. The Dark Shurikens now deal an increased 200% damage when attacking regular monsters. Excuse me. You will no longer take damage if the Dark Shuriken Shurikens attack enemies using damage reflect. Okay. Or Shurikens attack an enemy. Dark Lord's Secret Scroll fixing where the attack would not stop if you changed weapons after installing it. Okay. No like huge changes for Night Lord, I guess. Shadower Mispelheim. The action delay has been decreased by 15%. Dark Flare, same changes here. And then Mezzo Explosion. Look at that. Nice. Fixing issue where additional damage when attacking boss monsters during Bloody Pocket was not applied. The skill effect and icon when used during Bloody Pocket have been changed. Fix an issue where the enhanced Mezzo Explosion skill icon and skill description do not change if the skill UI in the skill UI during Bloody Pocket. Okay. Venom. Fix an issue where Venom did not activate from Mezzo Explosion. Boo-hoo. Demon Shadows, Slashing Shadow Formation. The defense ignored has been increased from 20% to 100%. Okay. I agree. He should find the weak spot and just full smash. Full send. Good. I mean, this seems more like a fix, right? Not really a buff. And this is also a fix. This is more a buff. And then a little bit more utility on the Muspelheim, sorry. Dual Blade. Blade Storm damage has been increased from 600 to 865. Whew. That is steep. That's a 42.5% damage increase. Whew. Damn. That's giving them some burst right there. Whew. Haunted Edge. The cooldown has been decreased from 14 seconds to 12. Sewer's attack damage has been increased from attack damage has been increased from 550 to 620. Blade has been increased from 750 to 820. And then Rakshasa damage has been increased from 400 to 610. And Blade Fury, the effect has been changed. Ooh. Honestly, me likey. I like that it's like the jagged edges on the slashes and stuff. I like. I think it looks pretty sexy. But this is definitely helping them get a bit more on the map with burst. That's a big change, dude. That's a lot of increase. Okay, Viper, Thunderbreak, no, not Thunderbreak, sorry, Buccaneer. Skill description changed. Skill activation location has been changed to the center of the enemy hit by the fist and rage. Skill activation location has been changed. Oh, no, you copied it. The skill effect has been changed on lightning form. The orb damage has been increased again from 360 back to 710. Ooh. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, I think it came from 900, and then they nerfed it from 900 to 360. But it seems like they doubled it again to a lot closer to where it was. I don't know. Was it exactly? I don't remember exactly where it was. What was it called? Lightning form? 900, yeah. 900 to 360. But number of hits increased from 3 to 5. And so now it's going up to 710, but the hits is staying at 5. So it's going from 2700% to 1800%. Now up to 3,550%. It's not reverted. It's like a huge increase compared to where it was in the first place. Unless the lines also changed to like 4 or something. So yeah, it went from 2,700 to 1,800. So that was like a 33% decrease. But it seems that it's staying 5 lines, but it's going from 360 to 710. So now it's at 3,550%. So people who were matched that the damage was going down, well, it's going back up now to higher than it was in the first place. So time to nuke. And fix an issue where this skill did not activate final attack. And then the Legion Raid meme, okay. Corsairs, attack logic improved. You can now use Death Trigger in the air. Oh, that's cool. And fix an issue where the skill description damage values of the strikes activated sign of Bombard is installed were different than the actual damage. Fix an issue where the number of enemies hit by the strikes activated when sign of Bombard is installed was different from the skill description. Okay. Just call it Spirit Bomb now, yeah. Cannoneer, don't fuck it up, don't fuck it up, don't fuck it up. This skill now increases final damage by 5%. Yes! Cannon Bazooka, the hit effect has been changed. I can live with that. The big, huge, gigantic cannonball, the cooldown has been decreased from 3 seconds to 0.5 seconds. Yes! Wait, I thought they removed the cooldown. Oh, well, no. But 0.5, okay, cool. ICBM skill description has been changed to be more accurate. Okay. Okay, we survived another round, chat. And we got a little buff out of it. Hell yeah. V-Core changes. Oh god, do I have to read all this? Divine Judgment cores have been changed to enhance Divine Stigma as well. Oh, that's something I was talking about, actually, on them bundling skills more, right? Divine Judgment core names have been changed to Divine Judgment, Divine Stigma. Blizzard charge cores will be removed in January 27th official server update. Existing cores that enhance Blizzard Charge will be changed to a different skill that does not overlap with the other 2 skills being enhanced. Ugh, that sounds a little optional. Honestly though, if you're at the point where you have like level 25 boost nodes, it's fine to just, as long as the top skill is one that you want, right? If the top skill is a Blizzard Charge and you're getting that one replaced, you're fucked and you have to disassemble it. What's the hit effect change? I don't have a visual for it here. It might just be like a sprite, like a particle effect on the target is just slightly different. Beholder cores have been changed to enhance Beholder. Oh, well, no pronunciation there. Beholder Dominant and Beholder's Revenge as well. Piercing through cores will be removed. And, okay. Marksman piercing cores have been changed to enhance enhanced piercing types skills as well. Piercing core names have been changed. Sniping, also enhanced snipe. Bolt rupture cores will be removed. Iron arrow will be removed. And net throwing will be removed. I don't think anyone has... Actually, bolt rupture. Do I have that one? I don't even... Is bolt rupture. Add MapleStory to the search query, please. Wait, Surge Bolt? That can't be it. It is Explosive Bolt. Okay. I feel like I have that one, right? Well, we're gonna find out. Our platter cores have been changed to enhance Flash Mirage as well. Nice. Just fuse them a little bit together. You know, give him that new class treatment. I like it. Woundshot cores have been removed. Sea Serpent Burst cores have been changed to enhance Serpent Assault as well. Sea Serpent and Rage cores have been to enhance Serpent Assault and Rage as well. Shockwave cores and Unity of Power Unity cores are going to be removed. Cannon Shooter Monkey Fury cores have been changed to enhance Mini Cannonball as well. Nice. And Monkey Wave cores will be removed. Okay, good shit, good shit. Improvements. The Petite Death set images have been partially changed. Are those pets? Reject Fairies have been supplemented the Petite Death set pets standing and moving motions and changed the Bella pet's skirt and eyebrows to improve and soften their overall atmosphere. Wow. For the Bella and Thoth's equipment, the size and shape have been changed while taking into consideration the harmony of the pet size and distance from the pet name tag without departing from the master label's motif. Alright. The quick slot and buff shadows effects transparency have been changed to be slightly darker to make it easier to see the time passing. Also for people with, you know, light sensitivity. Oh, Does this have the Cannoneer change? Yeah, I mean, usually there's like 16 million effects going off anyway, so I don't know if I'm really gonna notice that it's different, but I guess it looks a little bit more, you know, 2022, I guess. Fix an issue where the scroll could not be placed in scroll bags. Fix an issue where the arcane authentic symbol stats for non-demon Avenger and Xenon characters changed. Since the stats were restored based on the enhancements at the time of the updating, the level and stats may not match if you enhance them after January 18th maintenance. Oh, when they changed the stats, I guess, for DAs and for Xenons, other people got like an increase as well. Fix an issue where percentage stat boost effects like from potential did not apply to Xenon's Starforce conversion skill stats. Ooh. I mean, there's a cap on that anyway, so it's not that huge. Fix an issue where the boss entry UI where Hard Damien's entry limit was displayed as 1 time per day. That's supposed to go up to 3, I think. I fixed an issue where the shortcut UI said you want to reset a third. Okay, that's just a minor Mimi thing. Wow. Alright, so everyone got final damage. A bunch of tweaks. Is it Thunderbreaker, DA, and Xenon? Somehow Aran got like a bunch of stuff. I don't know. Yeah, like I said in the beginning, it felt almost like they let the people who play the class, you know, make up the changes that they wanted, and then just cut those changes in half and then put those in. A bunch of like the Blade Storm damage increase is nuts. I guess they didn't get all that much in the previous changes, right? Dual Blades did, so well, this will make up for something. Did Adele get nerfed? Adele was not even mentioned this whole thing. Did Kinesis get any buffs? Yeah, the passive final damage from 30 to 40. And one of the skills that was supposed to do damage didn't do damage the whole time, but it was one of the ones that builds you PP. So that should be like a fix that gives you better PP increase plus 30 to 40% final damage on one of the buffs. So not a huge amount, but like some amount nonetheless. Went from 211 to 216 in 1 totem. I think I did okay. That sounds like some progress, my dude. Nice. But yeah, tell me what class you're excited about. I think this is the biggest fucking This is so huge now, like even huger than before. I wonder if maybe the description went back down from... Maybe they went back down from 5 lines to 3. Or maybe it went from 5 to 4 or something. But if it really stayed at 5, then it's really weird to me that they would go from 3 lines of 910 down to 5 lines of 360, and then just to 5 lines of 710. Like, that would be a really weird roller coaster of changing the numbers, but maybe. Seen the new range in the Mage Lightning? Yeah, we looked at the video. So yeah, let me know what classes you're most excited for. Again, like we're 3 days away, kind of like 2, but like closer to 3. Until the actual live, so the 27th, so probably by the end of the 27th or the 28th, depending on how fast Max can churn these out. Remember, if you want to support Max over on Orangemushroom like I have, he has a Patreon now, so just send him a few dollars if you like this content that he makes. These full translations of all of these patch notes from Korea, he does it all in his free time. And there's a lot of stuff here, right? A lot of work. He got this done on the same day, so if you want to support him, go over to orangemushroom.net. And hit him up with a Patreon dono. That way you don't have to feel bad about ad blocking the ads on his website, because that probably pound for pound it makes them like nothing over a long period of time. So yes, that, and tell me what you're looking forward to. And if you're a Demon Avenger, our time is coming, all right? There's going to be an additional tweak. Watch, there's going to be even one more buff before it actually goes into live servers. And DA is going to be top 40 classes. Prage, boys. Our time will come. All right. Thanks for watching this. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you on the next one.